Morning, welcome back to another video. Now, the video that I'm doing today is the screen protector on my Eonon Q53 head unit. The reason, this can be done on any Android head unit, and I'm sure it's a problem that 99% of Android head unit owners have faced. When the sun catches it, the light just bounces off it straight into your face. I'm going to be taking my head unit apart to do mine, because mine has got a bezel around the outside. It's a 9-inch screen, bezel around the outside. It's not a completely flat screen. And I also need to adjust the lights on the bottom, because on the Eonon head unit you can't adjust the brightness of the 5 lights that sit respond. They're quite bright. And obviously I'm driving to work as well. Just to do this introduction, I was going to add a little clip of a section of the screen with the screensaver on, screen protector, and a section without, so you can see the difference while I'm driving. And once I get a break at work this morning, I'll be taking my head unit all apart. It's easy enough to take the Eonon head unit apart. I've done it before, to change the bezel around the outside from gloss to matte. So I will cut back in when I'm on a break, and we'll go through it all. I've got one shot at this in this video because I've only got one sheet left. I'll put a link in the description below to the film that I'm using. It does come with 2 sheets, but obviously I've used mine for practicing to see what's best and the way to do it. So I will be back with you shortly once I've got a break, and I'll start taking it all apart, and we'll try and get this sorted out so I no longer get blinded by the sunlight with the roof down or with the roof up. So I'll see you all shortly. Just add a little insert so you can see the difference while I'm driving. If I lean forwards, you see that's my rear windows, and there's no glare at all. So that's with my roof up. Just go down now, I'm just going to pause you a second. So yeah, that's eradicated the glare from the screen. Come around this side. See, the rear window disappears completely. Right, so here we go. That's all out. Shut that. A few bits that I've got that I need. Got a bit of tissue, kitchen roll, not just toilet tissue. Got a few cloths. In here I have some very diluted washing up liquid and water, just to wipe over the screen. A pair of scissors, masking tape, and I've got the guard down there. Oh, packet of screwdrivers. Like I say, yeah, the reason I'm taking mine apart is because of these lights across the bottom. I want to put some tape behind it just to dull those lights down a little bit. So I've still got my GPS antenna stuck on the top there. That is stuck solid. 6 screws on the Eonon head unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back comes then the fascia comes off, and we're left with the screen. So I'm going to get those screws out now, and then be back with you. Right, so that's the bezel off. That's here, and there's the screen. So obviously I've got all this extra play here. You can see the line down the side where I can overlap to lay the screen protector on. First up with this one though, I'm going to put a bit of tape in here over these 4, 5 divots, just to dull down the light. So just give me a second while I do that. In fact, if I have my phone up here and tilt you slightly. Hang on. Yeah, let's try that there. Right. So I need to get in there and clean it a little bit. Get a cloth and just. It's on a bit of a funky angle. So let's just see. Get a bit of tape in there. I'm going with blue. I've tried different colours. Red makes no difference. I put 3 layers of red on the outside, made no difference. White made no difference. Black obviously blacked it out completely. But the blue just seems to dull it down a little bit. Oh, have I not got enough? I haven't got enough tape on that bit. I've got some more in my pocket. So I'll pause you a minute while I'm doing this because it might take me a second or two. Right, so that's stage 1 complete. I've just put a bit of blue tape. Obviously you've got this little tab here and this little tab here, which is where the light bar sits back onto. So I've just cut that down to size. So that's stage 1 complete. Right, now the important bit where I've got to get this right. So let's lay the screen here. So that you can't see the screen with it laying there. No, that's not going to work, is it? Right, so obviously we need to clean this screen. There's a lot of crap on there, a lot of dust, a lot of dirt. So I'm just going to give it, like I say, oh, I hope I don't get this in my coffee. This is just washing up liquid and water. We need to get it right to the edges to otherwise we'll end up with bubbles in the film. This isn't going to work one-handed. It's going to be so difficult. I'll get back with you in just a moment. There's obviously dust still on there, so what I'm now going to do is I'm going to cover the whole screen in masking tape. And then when I take the masking tape off, it should remove the dust. I can see dust floating around. Right, so that's now going to protect the screen while cut a section of this. So I'm going to get I've got a Sharpie pen somewhere, and I'm just going to mark out roughly and then cut it with scissors to the size. Obviously I've got more room over the screen because we've got the bezel sitting around the edge. Right, so that's roughly marked out. Really shaky lines this morning. So I'm now going to cut that to size, and obviously I've still got both sides of the protective layer on there. So I'll get that cut to size. Right, that's cut to size. So now we need to start taking the backing off, which don't do what I did and cut off the tabs. You should have done it around the other way, but I know that that is the side that's going face down. So what's going to be the easiest way to do this? Start at this end, peel all the tape back off together and stick it on. We'll find out. Right, so that I'm going to peel all the tape back together and the protective film from the back, and hopefully I'm going to get no dust in here. Like I say, I've only got the one shot, so shame I can't put my, I'm just going to try and move my camera so you can see what I'm doing. Right, let's lift this, pull this. Hopefully the backing is stuck to it at the same time. Yes, it is. Right, I've definitely got one bubble. Definitely got one. So you can push the bubbles out. I think I've definitely got one there, but the rest all sits to the edge quite nicely. Right, I'm just gonna, where's my, I've got a scraper here just to push. There's one gone. Actually, I'm pretty pleased with that. Pretty pleased. Right. Now to put it all back together. So yeah, that's okay. It's okay. There is a tiny little bubble just there, but it is tiny. And there's a few others that I need to push out. I'm going to try and push these out a bit more. I'll be back with you. Right, I'm going to get this put back together. I've managed to get 95% of the bubbles out. And yeah, get it back together, get it reinstalled, and then we'll see how it looks. Right, so we're back in. And this end, you can't really see it in, well, you can see it. Where I've cut this, I did it too long. So it's, when I've put the bezel back on, it's pushed over the edge. I'm hoping as the unit warms up that I can push this out. If not, I might have to just take it off and just cut another little tiny strip off that edge to get it to stick. But there we go. You can hardly see me. It's working. I've got one other little bubble just here, which hopefully will clear up with a bit of heat. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Obviously all the touch screen still works. With regards to the lights, it's very difficult to, I'm not going to be able to show you the lights, I don't think. Let's try and make it a bit darker. No, I'll update you on those lights. I'll do a little short or something this evening, but pretty happy with that. It didn't take too long. Like I said, I've just cut it a little bit too long at this end, so I've got a little bit there, but it doesn't affect the screen. And yeah, I'm happy with that. Link for the head unit will be in the description. Link for the film will be in the video description. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please hit subscribe, please hit like, and I'll see you in the next one.